So I'd like to pass on to Eva Monteiro from the Tagis organization in Portugal, who will also tell us about her experiences with the butterfly monitoring scheme. Eva, please.
I'm Eva Monteiro. I'm the coordinator for the BMS Portugal. And I also, like Irma said, I'm from the butterfly conservation, the Portuguese Butterfly Conservation Center, Tagis. We started I will talk you about a little about the butterfly monitoring scheme in Portugal and also present some results. And I will focus in the partnership that we have with the Institute for the Conservation of Nature and Forests. Of course, they don't fund us, but they count butterflies, and they are implementing the BMS in the protected areas of Portugal. Other partnerships that also came out of the butterfly monitoring scheme or that are important for our continuation. And finally, I will talk a little about the sustainability and the need for funding of the coordination. So we started in 2019 with the help of ABLE projects, and now we started with 11 transects, and now we have already 86 transects. Not all active right now because they come and go, but we have data for at least 1 year of 86 sites by the end of 2023. In this year also, the moth association called Rede de Estações de Borboletas Noturnas joined the BMS and is using the platform, and we have already 72 moth traps also contributing to the BMS in Europe. Since the beginning, we talked with the Institute for the Conservation of Nature and Forests in Portugal, which is the entity responsible for nature conservation. And they support us with this scheme, and they also committed with doing at least 1 transect for protected area in Portugal for starts, and then in every classified area, so in Nature 2000 network also. A little bit of results, because we are proud of our achievements with the support available and spring later, but with no funding from the government. We could have 86 sites and 73 of them active in 2023. You see that there are several new transects in 2023 that are marked in green in the map. And we also counted a lot of butterflies, like 75,000 and 76% of the diversity that we have in Portugal. A lot of people involved. From those, more than a third are from the Institute of Conservation of Nature and Forests, but also other entities are joined to this project, like municipalities, other ONGs and universities, and of course citizen scientists. We also started 1 year later with the 15-minute counts, which were very, very popular in Madeira, but because there was a live project associated with these counts also. And on the right, you can see the map of the moth traps that we have. Of those, 3 are run by the ICNF also. In the scope of this partnership with ICNF, we have trained nature people that work in the fields and the technicians in all the protected areas, belonging of all the protected areas of Portugal, and we had a good acceptance of these courses. They asked for more. And also in this case, the Institute for the Conservation of Nature, they funded the training. They paid us to do this. In the time that since we start until the end of last year, we also participate with other partnerships which I think are important for the monitoring of butterflies and other pollinators. One of those is Pollinet, which is a collaborative network from which Tagis is part, and it's and a lot of other entities, state entities, academic entities also, for the conservation of the pollinators. We also participate in the Pollinator Initiative with testing the minimal viable scheme in 2022 and 2023. And finally, in the end of last year, we started a new project, which me and also Tagis is part of, which is the action plan for the conservation of insect pollinators. And we have until the end of 25. It's funded by the Fundo Ambiental, which is a funding mechanism for conservation of nature. And it will be at the end of 2025. And we have to do an action plan, but also to present the guidelines for monitoring pollinators, not only butterflies and moths, but also other pollinators. Because as everyone talked about here today, it's very important for the sustainability of this project, the funding of the coordination. We, last year, at the end of last year, Tagis and Rede de Estações de Borboletas Noturnas presented a joint proposal for the funding for 3 years of funding. We have the support of the Institute of Conservation of Nature and Forests. We made the proposal to them, but they will present it to the Secretary of State of Environmental and Climate Action, and this is the entity who manage the environmental fund, which is reserved for not only, but is reserved also for the conservation of nature. And we hope that with the new restoration law and the obligation to monitor pollinators, we can have this funding. Of course, now the government in Portugal is it's not functional, so we are having elections in March, and this is delaying a little bit. And that's my presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eva. It's so nice to see that there is already an MMS, moth monitoring scheme, and that you are running ahead. We are very happy about it, and I hope we can learn from you in the future. And did I understand correctly that you have the funding done for 3 years of continuation?
We don't have the funding. We asked for it.
The proposal.
Yes, we made the proposal. So that is dependent of the Secretary of State. So it's, and because now we are in this waiting for elections, because there was some troubles with our government. So we have to wait until the 10th of March, and then maybe some more time because we don't know because they have to install, and that's.
Well, here are 45 people who can keep their fingers crossed.
Yes,
So
yes.